Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. In today's video, I will explain how to show hide Power Apps form based on a gallery selected item. So first I will show you a quick demo of what we are going to discuss. So in this screen, you can see this is a welcome screen. As a team lead, when I click on this button, it navigates me to the screen. So it is like a dashboard screen. When I click on any item, you can see the one form control is opening, and within this the selected item details are there. So either I can approve or reject this leave request, and when I click on this cancel, this form will be hide. Same for this one, and same for this one. In case if I select this one, automatically that item details will be displayed over here, and by clicking on this cancel, this form will be hide. And again, when I click on the back button, it will navigate back to this home screen. And here is the SharePoint list that I am using in the Power Apps application. So the SharePoint list name is employee leave request, which is storing all the employees leave request. And here I just took only team lead approvals and a team lead as a approver only for showing purpose. So here you can see almost four items are there, but the team lead for these items, you can see for these three only Patty Finance is there, and for this one this team lead is separate. Here you can see I have opened this Power Apps application with the Patty account. So here you can see that username. So in this application, for this gallery, I am filtering only whoever choose team lead as a Patty Finance. When the user came to this application, they can able to see the leave request which is assigned to them. So here you can see the team lead is the current username, and when he click on any item, the form will open. He can read all the details of that leave request, and either he can approve or reject. Same for all the leave request present in this gallery. Okay, now let's see how to achieve this one. Okay, now let's start this one. So first we need to connect the SharePoint list into this application. So here you can see the SharePoint list name is employee leave request. So that one I connected over here, and don't get confused about these collections and that SharePoint list. I have added for other requirements. Now in this welcome screen, on the team lead button control on select property, here you can see I have created one collection. So the collection name is collection leave request details, which is storing the employee leave request SharePoint list details into this one. So why I created this one? It is because whenever we are applying filters and sorting, sometimes for the large data types delegation warnings will come. So to avoid that one, I created a collection. So after creating collection, I have used navigate function to whenever we click on this one, it will navigate to this dashboard screen. And then I created one variable where show form, and here I am making it as a false. Later I will explain why I am using this variable. So whenever we click on this one, whenever let me play this one. Whenever we click this button control, it will create the collection that will store the SharePoint list details into that one, and then it will navigate to that screen, and that where show form variable will be become false. And now the collection, here you can see collection leave request details. So it is containing from the SharePoint list all the fields data. So here it is also including the system columns like modified O data, all these things. So now let's see the code that we have provided on the galleries items property. So that will filter the employee leave request which is assigned team lead as a current user, and the status also needs to be in progress, because then only we can able to approve and reject, right? If it is already approved, no need of displaying over here. So within this filter function, we need to provide the data source, but because of delegation warnings, to avoid that one, we are providing this collection name. The condition is if the team lead email is equal to the current user email. So user function will return the current user's details. So from that current user details, we are fetching the email. So if these two are matches along with this team lead approval dot value, because here you can see the team lead approval is a choice column which is containing the choice values like approve, reject, and in progress. So we need to provide dot value. So that value is equal to the in progress only that items needs to be filtered and present in this gallery. So now whenever we click on any item in this gallery, we need to display the form control that will display all the details of the selected item. So I took one container over here, and before that one, so whenever we select item, that time only it needs to display, right? So in the on select property here, you can see I have created that variable var show form, which I have also shown in this previous page home screen. Here you can see where show form is a false. I am assigning this one, and in this screen when I click on this any item on this gallery, so gallery on select property, I am making that one, that where show form variable as a true. So whenever we click this one, this variable value will become true. And now here I have created one container. So for this container visible property, I am providing this where show form. So whenever we click on any item, this container will be visible. And when we are coming from home screen, sorry, this welcome screen to this dashboard screen, so by defaultly that container won't be visible until when we click on any item in this gallery. So now I will remove this one and I will provide true only for showing purpose. So here you can see in the container, within this container, I have added a form control. So this form control is in the default mode. You can see it is a view mode. So it is only displaying the details. We cannot edit this one. And I have added approve, reject and cancel icon on this top of this form control, but within this container itself. And in the cancel, when we click on this one, it needs to hide this entire container, right? So on its on select property of this cancel icon, you can see I am making that var show form variable as a false. So this variable value becomes false and this container automatically hides. Now we will see what are the code that I have provided on approve or reject buttons. So this leave request will be approved. So in the approve button on select property, here you can see I am using the patch function to update the team lead approval status value. So in the patch function, I am taking the SharePoint list name as a data source, and so using the lookup function, I am comparing the gallery selected item with the SharePoint list item. So using the ID column, we are comparing. So from the SharePoint list employee leave request ID column, we are comparing with the this gallery name. You can see gal team lead dot selected dot id, so it will fetch that record. So for that particular record, we need to update team lead approval as a approved. So in the SharePoint list, the team lead approval is the choice field, so it will accept record as an input. So we, for representing record, we need to use this value within the curly braces. So for that value, we need to provide that choice value name as like approved. And then after approving this filter, after approving, we also need to filter this gallery, right? I mean, we need to update the gallery. So I am refreshing the SharePoint list, and one more time I am providing this one. So whenever the team lead approval status will change it to approve, then that particular item won't be visible in this gallery, because in this gallery items property we have provided if the team lead approval value is in progress only. I have used this refresh function to refresh the SharePoint list, and then again I created this collection. And the same code I have provided on the reject button on select property also, but the team lead approval value will be rejected. In we will see the code form control items property. So here you can see on the item property, I have provided gal team lead dot selected. So this form control will display the details that whatever the leave request we selected in the gallery. And this data source, you can see that. Sorry, in the data source, you can see I have provided the SharePoint list name employee leave request. For this container, we will provide that where show form only. Let me save the changes and play this app. When I click on this one, you can see, so here you can see the employee name and the leave type, start date, end date, and team lead approval, all the details of that selected item. Now I will approve this one. So after approving, you can see that item is gone and the second item details it is showing over here. Let me click on this cancel. Now we will see the SharePoint list. I will just refresh this one once. So now here you can see that compassionate leave, the team lead approval as approved. Now we will see for this medical leave, I will reject this one. And in the SharePoint list also, here you can see for the medical leave, the team lead approval status will be updated as a rejected. So this way we can show hide the Power Apps form control based on the gallery selected item. I hope you understand how to show hide a form control in Power Apps when we select any item in the gallery. And thank you for watching.